Welcome to the Success Sensei podcast for anyone interested in success, happiness, and balance. We'll teach you how to be a black belt at life. And now, your host, former professional fighter, multiple world champion, entrepreneur, and investor, Robert Devane.
Bowing in, this is Robert Devane, the Success Sensei, helping you to win at life one kick and punch at a time. Episode 310, Build Successful Momentum.
It's the Success Sensei podcast main event.
Build successful momentum. Apologies if I'm a little bit hoarse, but like everybody at the moment, it seems, I've come down with something. Well, it's not so bad. I'm able to keep recording, but you can hear it a little bit in my voice. There's a conspiracy theory and there's an episode in that alone, the subject of how come everybody is sick this Christmas time and this New Year's. Very, very strange. But how to build successful momentum and why it's a necessity to absolutely to do so. And it's because the last 3 episodes I've been around goals. And this is the time of year that the year has started now. Here we are, we're trying to get ahead and we're trying to build up our goals. And it's very important that you concentrate on momentum. The last 3 episodes, episode 309 was What is Success? Episode 308 was 5 lessons from 2022 that will improve your 2023. And the episode before that, 307, was Change Your Goals or Don't Change Your Life. So they were all goal-orientated episodes. Hopefully you have your goals and your plans and your dreams and your resolutions in order. And that's why this episode is actually so important. January is a very dangerous time. I'm sure you've heard about January blues. The reason why I'm saying it's a dangerous time is because there's a very high potential to quit early when things don't go your way. The initial hardship of January kicks in and it appears that you're not going to be able to achieve your goals, or certainly that's what you tell yourself, or certainly that's what it might look like temporarily. And that's the reason why so many people turn around and say that they don't believe in resolutions. Now, nobody I know that is very successful doesn't believe in resolutions. It's something that somebody tells themselves after they've given something a go and they've met adversity and it hasn't worked out for them. So that ultimately, for the whole rest of their lives, they've decided they're not going to even attempt to do any type of resolutions. Resolutions as a word being interchanged with goals, interchanged with plans, interchanged with dreams. So imagine you've got all your plans, you know what it is that you want to do. Your motivation is there, your confidence is there, your belief is there, your focus is there, and you hit adversity. It doesn't seem to work out for you. Everything else seems to happen. Life is what's happening when you're busy making goals. I'm not sure if you've heard that expression or not. Basically, life starts happening to you and it puts your goals under pressure and it doesn't seem to work out. So then you give up on the whole process. Now, I am saying that is absolutely quitting early, and January is such a dangerous time to quit early. So the problem is motivation is temporary. There's so many self-development, self-help, positivity, motivational courses, motivational speakers. You know yourself, you can get yourself so motivated in a particular period of time, but why does it not carry on? It doesn't carry on because it is temporary. Number one, you have to have real goals. You have to know what it is that you're ultimately supposed to be doing. You're supposed to know in your heart and soul what it is that you want to be doing, not just a fleeting goal. And once you have that in and of itself is a hell of a lot easier to keep your motivation going. But you need to really get your goals in order and you really need to carry on and not give up, basically. Though this episode is about building momentum and not giving up. How do you stay motivated? How do you stay focused? How do you not lose confidence? How do you not give up? And how do you not get frustrated? And you're battling against quite a few things this month. So you've had a lot of time over Christmas to relax. And it's like when you're on holidays. Christmas time is the same time. Well, some people call it the holidays. But anyway, Christmas time or a summer holiday, a vacation, whatever it is you want to call it. Why, when you have the freedom to think, do you imagine and do you think big? Do you imagine all these wonderful goals? Do you dream big? Do you allow yourself to dream? And then when reality kicks in, it kills and destroys your plans, your hopes and your dreams. So anytime you have a little bit of free time, Christmas period of time being a perfect example, or as I said, a holiday, you think bigger. You go, I'm going to do this when I get back. I'm going to do that. I'm going to have this. I'm going to experience that. I'm going to absolutely change my life. And then suddenly the monotony of routine, the reality, that the hardship of life, the bills that come in, your responsibilities, everything kicks in and it destroys those dreams that when you had the freedom to think them, you enjoyed so much, but they temporarily motivated you. And one of the reasons why you're going to find that particularly happens in January, particularly happens for January resolutions, is because you're battling quite a few things. Number one, your eating pattern has absolutely been thrown off. Anybody's eating pattern hasn't been thrown off this month, that's somebody that hasn't enjoyed their Christmas time. So if you've been very disciplined and very strict, then during the Christmas period of time, I think you have the opposite problem. I think you're going to be burnt out. I think that you haven't let yourself go. I think that you're going to feel that you've missed out. Yeah, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. The whole thing about Christmas and winter solstice and Yuletide was to celebrate, the height of winter and surviving winter and becoming prepared for the spring. So you were supposed to give yourself a pat on the back. You were supposed to slow things down. You were supposed to reflect. You were supposed to recharge. You were supposed to unwind. You were supposed to think big again and plan. So if you've done it properly, and you haven't been, you haven't neglected your own relaxation, then your eating pattern is thrown off, and so is your sleeping pattern. No doubt you were staying up later. No doubt you were getting up that little bit later. Which brings us on to the next thing. Your routines in general have been thrown out of flux. So you're battling with your eating patterns, getting them back. You're battling with your sleeping patterns, getting that back. You're battling with your routines, which have been thrown asunder. You've got mental, physical, emotional, and chemical patterns that aren't optimal. So they could all be improved upon. So your hormones from all the chemicals, whether it was food, whether it was alcohol, whether it was anything else, as well as your sleeping patterns, as well as your routines, these all affect, all the various different chemical responses in your body. So you're trying to regulate all of these again. So give yourself a break. Don't be so hard on yourself. Yes, be hard on your goals. No, don't be so hard on yourself to the point where you berate yourself so badly that you give up on the whole process. Whether people are admitting it or not, 99.9% of people are experiencing this exact thing this month as everybody tries to gain a little bit of normality and progress in their lives. If you can simply make a 1% improvement in a host of tiny areas, the cumulative benefits would be extraordinary. So you only have to make a 1% improvement, a little small improvement. Yes, there's 365 days in the year. If you were to make 1% of an improvement in your life on a daily basis, that will be 365%, 364%, but 365% of an improvement on a leap year. That's a hell of a lot of an improvement. If you only made a 1% improvement on a weekly basis, that's a 52% improvement by the end of this year. 52% is a phenomenal amount, especially if you have an alright life to start with. What about you only make 1% per month? So 1% is minuscule. A tiny 1% improvement to your life and to your routines, to your mental, your physical, your emotional health on a monthly basis, still adds up to a whopping 12% of an increase by the end of this year. 1% a month by 12 months, everybody. That's 12%. If you could add 12% success to your life, 12% improvement in all areas that you deem to be successful in your life, that's a massive improvement. So don't give up on the process. One foot in front of the other. Keep on going. Stay focused on what it is you want to be doing. Obviously, what it is you need to be doing. Go around, go under, or break through whatever obstacles come your way. Expect the obstacles. Don't let that dishearten you. When you come across hardship, when things aren't flowing, when you feel a little bit of confusion, when you're not sure what you want to do, when you're battling with yourself and you know you should be doing something productive, but everything in your body is telling you you're tired and you just want to relax and you just want to go back to that routine of eating junk and watching television or whatever it is that you were doing over the Christmas break, understand that process is okay. Try to win more than you lose out of each one of those internal battles and keep improving 1% at a time. And you will absolutely continue to improve everything in every area of your life. Don't give in to the January blues. Don't get disheartened. Remember, January is a dangerous time for quitting and for quitting early and for you giving up on your hopes and your plans and your ambitions. We've had a few absolutely woeful years. 2022 was a tough year for a lot of people because we weren't sure what we were expecting. And we were coming the tail end of 2 years of lockdowns and COVID. What I'm trying to say is there's 3 tough years. 2023 is your opportunity, my opportunity, everybody's opportunity to live a different life and to push forward and to progress some more. I think there's a lot of optimism coming into this year, more so than before. And this is why I think the fall for a lot of people is going to be particularly harsh. Because while that optimism is there and it's temporary and that motivation is temporary, when reality does kick in, when the hardship is there, it can make you quit early on your plans and on your goals. So don't let that be you. Stick with it. Do believe in resolutions, especially if you can make them work. If one resolution doesn't work for you, don't throw out every other resolution that could possibly work for you. Stick with it. Stay motivated. Even when you're not motivated, remind yourself of what it is you're supposed to be doing. Reread your goals. Go back over them. Listen to whatever you have to listen to. Immerse yourself in as much positivity as you can and let me know how you're getting on. Thank you for listening. I'm Robert Devane, the Success Sensei. Life is a fight you can enjoy and win. Bowing out.
This has been the Success Sensei, fighting the winning fight. So add us, subscribe, like, and comment. Keep those hands up and keep moving forward.